What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the EU4 AI only battle. We started in 1936, now 1968 is slowing down a bit. There's pretty major stuff going on in the world right now. Brazil is going to be finishing off Argentina by the looks of things. France are going after Iraq and failing at the moment. Germany and Denmark are going after the Netherlands. And also, just to note, we've seen Germany and Luxembourg working together. That confused me a little bit, but I realise now that they were actually Luxembourg was a vassal of Germany, not an ally. So Germany has actually now integrated Luxembourg into their empire, so they're gone. And obviously there's this huge war with all the minor Indian nations, some of the African colonies of Britain too, rebelling with the help of the Soviets, Chinese and Americans against the British, and Japan actually joined Britain's side. I didn't notice that. I saw Japanese troops. I was like, what are they doing? But now I see what they're doing. And Tibet versus Bhutan. But that's quite a big development. Japan joining, and they've already fully occupied the Philippines. So this is actually pretty big. Because I wondered where the Chinese troops were going. They were retreating. But I think it's because Japan has obviously now joined in this war. But there's also bigger problems. A large stack of Indian separatists. Probably Gandhi leading them from behind the scenes. Obviously he's a bit of a pacifist. So he's probably not leading them on the front line. But you know, we're probably going to see India. We're not only going to see a lot of these little nations get their independence. We may actually see a full-blown India form out of this too, which is pretty big. But yeah, like I said, Luxembourg is now part of Germany. And Germany, I mean, Netherlands have got some good numbers, but now Denmark are here, it's pretty much game over. I'm not sure what Germany will take. Will they take the colonies as well? Will they release them or whatever? The biggest war score is actually going in favour of the small Indian nation that has triggered basically, I think, like World War V at this point. Like we're pretty deep into the world wars, you know. But you know, it's pretty crazy what's going on. There's also a lot of other separatists. There's some Baluchistan separatists, Orisi separatists, Madurain separatists. So yeah, India's going to definitely probably fall apart after this. There'll be a lot of nations getting their independence. A lot of British land probably also going to be given to these rebels. But other than that, everything's pretty quiet. I mean, I say that Brazil will probably balls deep in Argentina. No, they're not. Is this war over? No. What does that say? Why is that? Hiding from enemy fleets that are too strong. I don't think so. Brazil aren't. They're not that strong. I don't know what Brazil are doing here. Maybe they're just walking their troops over still. Where are you going? Oh yeah, I think they're just sort of slowly heading over. They've not really made an effort just yet. Okay, now Germany is probably the most likely to get a peace deal up next. I think they've fully occupied all of Netherlands. Yep, they have. They don't really have a way of going after the Dutch land in the Caribbean or in Indonesia, so I'm not sure how this is going to play out, what we'll see happen. But, wow, Japan joining's big. I don't think it's going to save Britain. I think it's still not good. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, there we go. Japan joining isn't going to change a lot, but it's going to make things a little bit harder out here in the east. I mean, that's not good for America, having the whole of the Philippines occupied. And Britain, by the way, have got a monster. Britain and the USA on navies are by far and away the best. Not on galleys, that's the only thing they're not the best on. But Britain and America both have the ability to transport far more ships and far more people than anyone else. Britain have far more heavy ships, and America dominates on light ships. And again, Britain and America are both second in the other categories where the other one wins. The other one is second. It's pretty. That was a pretty poor way of wording it. Nigeria is once again going after French Equatorial Africa. No surprises there. Nigeria becoming very, very much the strongest nation in Africa. At least definitely independent nation. Probably stronger than all the colonies. Maybe not all the colonies together at once, but you know, they're doing a good job. I'm not sure what Germany are going to do now, because obviously they can't really. I don't see them going after the actual Netherlands. I mean, they could probably vassalize this. No, they probably couldn't. It's probably too much war score. Thinking about it. Tibet. Oh, Tibet are about to finish off Bhutan. Let's go watch that. Let's go see it. It's a sad day. Bhutan. Oh, and they're giving a lot of stuff to China, which is kind of weird. Indian nations. You should keep that for yourself. That's going to be useful one day. Just make sure none of the rebels have been successful just yet. No, it doesn't look like it. How on earth did France get this bit of land as well? Have they always had that? I've just been ignoring it. Maybe. Maybe they have. It's interesting though. So France will be keeping a slightly close eye on this. Yeah, they're all most likely to give us a peace deal. Oh, China China, you're killing the Indian separatists. They were on your side, technically. Not... Actually, this is bad for China. China have lost a lot of troops in this. I have no idea who's going to win. The Chinese won. Gandhi and his army are gone. Although there's still quite a few more rebels. Bhutan is still yet to peace out. It's probably because I'm watching really close. The days are probably ticking by very slowly. If I zoom out, it'll probably speed up a little bit. Apparently not. None of the wars have changed. There's a lot of war score for the aggressors in all of these wars, though. Germany are doing okay, but they haven't done anything yet. Let's see. Oh, and there we go. They're gone. Bhutan is gone. Nepal is still here. I mean, they're in this Indian war, I think. Oh no, I think they're fighting rebels. They're not actually in the war. But there you go, Tibet. Good job. You've shown your strength there. Okay, 99 wars. Oh my goodness. Okay, I wasn't looking, but France have just France have pretty much very quickly in those last few days just sort of took over all of Iraq, and they're probably going to add it to their French Anatolia. I don't know if that will stay the name once they add more sort of Middle Eastern provinces. Oh no, it's still French Anatolia, and they didn't take everything. That's kind of them. Sharazor is all that remains of Iraq. And it looks like Armenia is dead very soon. That truce is up. I think this Soviet stack might be about to invade Armenia. Brazil, no. No, there's no wars I missed that finished. French Equatorial Africa v Nigeria. Nigeria doing pretty well, yeah. Germany got 48 war score. That's probably not enough yet, but I don't know how they can get any more other than ticking war score, because like I said, they're not gonna go to the Caribbean or anything. That'd be crazy. Argentina, they're not really making an effort, are they? I don't know what they're doing, to be quite honest. Japan, are you still in this war? I mean, yeah, Japan is still in this war. I'm surprised. Did you ally Britain then? I take it. No. Defender. Yeah, but why are you a defender? You're not allied to Great Britain. That's what confused me. Did you just want to fight China? Is that all it was? There's actually quite a few. There's 100,000 Japanese troops up here. I mean, China can probably deal with it. But China, Brazil, and the UK, bear in mind, are all on 0 manpower. That's something I uncovered. Well, everyone has just given their land to Manipur. They're going to be a huge nation if they took all of this. That'd be pretty scary. But we'll wait for the peace deal to come out. The war is over. Nigeria, even bigger. Take a little chunk out here, I believe. Yeah, a little bit more, I think. It's hard to remember exactly what they look like, but they're starting to look very scary. Like, even if other nations do get their independence, you don't feel they'll be able to compete with Nigeria. And new war. Oh, there we go. Iran is going to finish off Iraq. I said they should have gone after maybe Afghanistan. Doesn't matter, because they're about to kill off Iraq, which means they'll border France, which is always nice. They already bordered the Soviet Union, Britain, and France already, actually, or now they do anyway, and the Saudis, so that, you know, they've got some scary borders anyway. Your 99 war score, Iran, yep, that is going to be gone very soon. Who's this? Oh, that's Mani. How did they get over there? One of the small Indian nations somehow managed to get this land. Maybe that was the Soviets, but there we go. Iraq is dead. France and Iran, divide them up. You've got a terrible leader, Iran. You socialist state. Oh my goodness, wait, what? Why? Oh my goodness, Britain allied Poland. No. Why has Poland joined this war? Some of this stuff is so random. Why are people defending Britain? Like, I'm very confused, because they're not allied or anything. This could be big, because Poland has joined the war. Poland also has a lot of Europe. If any of these guys, like if Germany joined, that is bad for the Soviets. But I don't know how Britain are doing this, but they're turning the tide of the war, I guess. They've pulled in Japan, now Poland. I mean, they're still getting they're still losing quite heavily. 43 war score for the aggressors. Almost all of India is now been occupied, and Japan are now making progress in China. Is China's capital Beijing? Is this the capital? Does it have the capital fort in it? No, it doesn't. I don't know what the capital is then. my knowledge of historical capitals is not good enough. Is it this one? Just a guess. No. Yeah, I have no idea what it is then. Never mind. But either way, Japan's now landing troops in China, which isn't good for China, and Poland will now be leading a completely new front for the Soviet Union. There's no Soviet. Oh, there's a 39 stack. Poland have only got a 42 stack. It'll be a bit alarming because they're probably going to get killed, but you know, they're going to make an effort, and it's something else for them to have to deal with. If anyone else joins, it could be big, but I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, Germany haven't pieced out. Just wait, who did you give? You gave this land to Great Britain. Why wouldn't you just keep it for yourselves for now? How? Who is doing this? How did Manipur get over here? It must have been America, I imagine, dropping off a few units that died. But yeah, like I said, I don't know how they got over there. Britain will undo it all anyway. I thought it was Ireland for a minute. I was like, nope, that war is not a thing just yet anyway. Like in the Hearts of Iron 4 series, where it is a thing. Make Nigeria at war with somebody else? Oh, they're at war with French Ivory Coast again. Sorry, French Ivory Coast, you are about to get finished off. Another war end that I missed? I'll never know. Well, the French one did, so I guess that kind of counts. Who? Oh, America went and gave Belize to Manipur. Okay. America finally did something in Belize. Oh, there's a lot of rebels now popping up in British Arabia. And British Sudan is now being... Is it British? Wait, which side are you on? At war with Manipur. What about you? You're at war with... Okay, these guys both on the good side. Okay, these guys are all on Britain's side. So Rhodesia are not. So they must be pretty strong. And they've been separate peace, actually. So I'm not sure how many... Maybe they'll unoccupy it in just any second now. So it won't matter anyway. But India is a mess. Wow. Look at this. A lot of occupying going on. Okay, 96 war score. Let's go watch Brazil finish off what remains of Argentina. Hopefully they don't... Oh, there's still a little bit of Argentina. It is occupied by Paraguayan separatists. We may see Argentina fall to Paraguay. That would be quite funny. But I don't think it will happen. Bolivian separatists actually in Spanish La Plata. But yeah, Brazil, very strong. Have they moved any higher on this list? No, they're still 6th. I mean, it's going to be hard to catch the Soviets. But Germany have actually snuck up. I see that. They were Mali v French Ivory Coast. Joining Nigeria v French Ivory Coast. Mali want to get in on the action because they've been very peaceful over here, Mali. And they've just seen their neighbour expand rapidly. Germany is yet to finish off the Netherlands. And obviously this huge war is still going on. Poland and Japan, random, but they have both joined that side, and there's Soviets are okay. There's a 39 stack. Well, Poland actually have 80,000 troops. Never mind. If they catch that 39 stack by surprise, that'd be good for their war. They are definitely. I don't think they're not really fighting the British over here. I feel like that is definitely going to conquer Armenia. I won't even notice it. Armenia will just be gone. Oh, and we were talking about Nepal being nice and peaceful. Well, Tibet is now going over Mount Everest into Nepal, and that's the end for you guys, I guess. Oh, there's more Soviet troops just running around in India. Manipur could become a huge nation from this war. They've got 45 war score. Germany's not done yet, and I wouldn't expect them to be for a while because it's just difficult. Poland are actually making some significant progress into the Soviet Union. Actually, Moscow, speaking of progress, they've got help because if they leave these rebels alive, Estonian separatists, these Orthodox zealots, there's just a bit more for the few troops that are out here for the Soviet Union to fight. Kievan separatists popping up. Afghanistan, you're not in this war. You're just staying nice and quiet, which is probably a good thing to be doing, to be honest. And Bolivia is going to finish off Argentina. Let's see. Yep, they do share a border. You haven't actually sent your army there yet, though. Just take your time. They don't have anything. It's not like it's gonna have an impact. It does look like Brazil might be about to finish off Bolivia, though, because this is quite a scary stack of troops. I mean, when does your truce end with thingy? I mean, it's 4 years till you can attack Spanish La Plata, so I imagine it will be Bolivia next to fall to the Brazilian war machine in South America. Tibet have had a bad start, but they're recovering. 52 war score now for Mali, and Nigeria ate up a little bit more, I feel. The French Ivory Coast, I'm not sure how much, and how much Mali takes will be interesting here. Be good to see Mali, be good for Mali if they got some more coastal tiles, I guess. That's always important to have. Nigeria, obviously, the more that north they go, it doesn't really matter anymore. They're starting to go into the desert. There is a random... You guys aren't good in the cold. Just thought I'd let you know. I mean, you're not good. You're good in the cold when no one else is, but once you start going into the desert, I think you might struggle a little bit. They are literally just wandering across the desert. Although you're heading towards British Sudan, so that's fair enough. And Argentina is going to be gone. There we go, Bolivia. Finishing them off. And Mali is probably going to be the next peace deal. We'll keep an eye on that one. See what happens there. All 4 wars currently in progress. All going pretty good in the favour of the aggressors. Oh, there was a peace deal. And yeah, I think I just saw that. Never mind. Mali, they took a little bit off French Ivory Coast. Not a huge amount, but a couple of provinces. Fair enough. They're still doing an effort. They've got to be worried about Nigeria now. Got Morocco and Liberia, but that's not going to help them out too much against the 80,000, sorry, troops of Nigeria. Just under, wait, is that more? 79,000. And Nigeria actually have a friend, but it is Marwa, so they won't be helping. But that'd be interesting. With Liberia's help, that's 50k. Morocco actually with another 66k. It'd be a pretty close war. Depends on tactics, really, and luck. Tibet is now hammering Nepal. So we'll see the end of that. And Tibet is growing strong. I mean, that probably won't mean anything. China can just take them out whenever they want. Still pretty interesting. And there we go. Nepal is gone. Tibet has grown. And already, Nepalese separatist rose up almost instantly. Himalayas. Ooh. That is pretty cool. Yeah, that's not going to be easy to get through there. But I'm sure they'll manage it. Oh my god, India is such a mess. You haven't called anyone else in yet, but all the wars are ending. Okay. There was 2 more, wasn't there? Germany took a little bit of the Netherlands. Did they do anything out here? Nope, you got to keep all this stuff. You're very lucky. Holland, did you lose anything in the Caribbean? No, I don't think so. Was there another war? I mean... No, we saw the one in Africa finish. I don't think so. I think I would have remembered it. But Spain and Spanish La Plata are going after Bolivia actually, so they're going to try and beat thingy to it. Now Poland, their troops are actually very deep. I don't know why they're over here. What are you doing, Poland? You should be going for Moscow. I mean, I'm not sure what you're doing with a 45 stack up here, the other side of the Urals. But that's fine. I think this is the Urals. Unless this is the Urals, then the more you know. For next time. Pretty sure it is these mountains though. It may not be. You can let me know. Okay, so Spain. Okay, 63 war score. Poland and Japan, despite all their efforts, haven't done enough really. Japan is doing some work though. And Japan, by the way, had the 2nd most manpower before they joined this war, so they could probably keep going for a while. Obviously, Britain were all out, as were Brazil. I mean, they probably have more now. Brazil. And Bolivia is off to a good start because Spain isn't actually sent anything yet. So before Spain arrives, Bolivia could take most of that over. We'll see how it pans out. Let's go and focus on... Oh my goodness, this is a mess. I just want to be watching in case a peace deal does go down so we can actually see what happens. But it's probably going to be a while. There's got 61 war score, which probably... I mean, this happened before, right at the start of the series, and I don't think anyone got their independence. I think Britain got away with it. Actually, no, I think... Didn't Marwa... Did you get... Yeah, Marwa got their independence, but nothing else really happened. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone else gets their independence this time around. Rhodesia, I think they were doing okay, but Britain came and slapped them across the face and said no. Nothing else has broken free of the Soviet Union. I'm just keeping an eye because there's a lot of rebels around. Obviously, Armenia did it, and they're still alive, to be fair to them, which is impressive. So Portugal versus Australia. We've seen the Dutch fail at this many times, Portugal. Hopefully you can do differently. See a quick look at some of the map modes. So religious, Orthodox is still dominant over the Soviet Union. Sunni in this region here, you got Shia and Sunni in Africa and the Middle East. No idea what that is. Khawarij, that's how you say that. Hindu, Sikh, Vajrayana over here. You got Confucian over here. What is this in Japan? I can't read. I think it's Shinto. Protestant in Australia. Catholic still in sort of Central Africa and most of South America and Mexico and parts of the US as well, which is I don't know. That might not be surprising. What is this? Irreligious. Oh, those people of Barons River, they just gotta have no religion. Protestant most of the way around, including the UK. There's Catholic parts of the UK too, including Lancashire. It's the island, pretty Catholic. Irreligious down here. France, Spain, it's just random. Reformed, just popping up over there. More Protestant. Reformed in Switzerland. Okay, that's pretty cool. Any coalition? Oh my god. That's not right. There's quite a bit. People are unhappy about Germany. Britain, do you have any coalitions against you? No. People are unhappy about Germany. In particular, China, no. No one else has really done anything super aggressive, to be honest. Actually, Brazil probably have one. Does Brazil have one? No, no one really cares about Brazil's expansion. Okay. That's your choice, Bolivia, if you don't want to care about that. Portugal would definitely... Oh, Peru joined Bolivia. Okay. That's not good for Spanish La Plata unless Spain arrive anytime soon with some reinforcements, because Bolivia will do well here, and Brazil are just watching. They're probably going to eat all three nations up eventually, so they're not too bothered, which is kind of sad for Peru, Bolivia and Spanish La Plata. Britain are still here, still got the Falklands. That's good. So we have technically, I guess, dragged South America also into this war, which is great. Oh, that war is over. Okay, never mind. And a huge war replaced it too. What happened? What? I think these nations may have all got their independence. I don't know. Britain? Dang it. They've still got a few of them, but a lot less. But I mean, Britain still has basically all of them. And still a lot of colonies across the world. They didn't really lose very much. Okay, did they lose anything in the Middle East? No, I don't even think so. I think nothing really happened. They just let a few nations go over here. Now they can go deal with these rebels, and hopefully those rebels don't free India. But at least for Britain's point of view, Japan, I assume, got a white peace. I think they had this before. And again, Poland, did you get anything? Nope, I think just a straight up peace deal for you, fascist Poland. A new war broke out, and that is France and all of its buddies and Italy versus Mali, Spain, and Liberia. Why the heck did this break out? Well, it's pretty big in Africa. Not good for Mali. Nigeria are just going to sit there and be like, yeah, we're fine. France is actually guaranteeing Nigeria for some reason. Liberia will be dead. Mali will probably get crushed, and Spain will get crushed too. What is this war even for? It's just a French-Mali imperialist war. Wow. France, imperialism in the 70s. Really? You stooping that low? Portugal haven't really started yet, and Spain are still losing in their South American war. Now they're going to have to fight France too, so let's hope they didn't send any troops. Got a 49 stack and a 3-star general. They could go beat that French stack. Oh no, but there's a French 18 stack. See how that goes. Germany, this is your chance. Invade France now. Like, I mean, Italy are occupied too. They're doing something. It'd be a good time. Italy's not going to help. That is also something I didn't even talk about. Italy being on the French's side is kind of game over. That's the first sort of big war. I mean, Italy, they did invade Turkey, I believe, at some point. They didn't really take anything. They just sort of joined the French. So again, this is probably the second, or the biggest thing we've seen from Italy so far this game. And President Carlo Dalla Rossa has done a good job. He's given us a big war to watch. And Canada v Newfoundland. Well, Britain's not really in a position, I don't think, to get into another war. It's probably very low on troops. War exhaustion is probably very high. And as a result, Newfoundland will probably fall, and Canada will look normal again. And, oh my goodness, this is the war. One of the wars I've been waiting for a long time. Hungary, Poland, Switzerland, Romania, Yugoslavia. Now, Romania and Yugoslavia are pretty screwed. Switzerland aren't really going to contribute. So, there we go. Hungary and Poland for Yugoslavia, Romania. Bear in mind, Poland just got out of a pretty big war themselves. I mean, they still have a 44 stack here. I don't know where their other stack. Oh, it's all the way over there in the Soviet Union. Who is this? I have no idea, but I presume you're in India somewhere. Yugoslavia and Romania have got, between them just over 70,000. If they could team up on Hungary first before they have to fight Poland, that would be really, really smart. But they are probably going to lose this. But that's interesting. We've got some nice wars breaking out to watch for the next episode. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, maybe subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.